up bright and early with a read this morning, more so a message from the universe because I couldn't sleep. I literally tried to lay my ass down and spirit was literally in my ear, in my mind, like absolutely not. You have to get up and get this message across because someone needs it right now. If you wait, it pushes things back. So if you are coming across this live, it is simply because the universe has called to push a message into your life on an immediate basis. You need to hear this. You need to know this. You are the divine. There's no question. We're not even going to question why you came across this video. It's for a reason, not a coincidence. Okay. So I want to just be mindful of those of you that are getting ready for the day. And yes, I have some very needed messages for my Aquarius. If you're not an Aquarius, per usual, take what resonates, leave what does not for whoever the hell it does belong to. I'm changing things up a little bit because I have quite a bit going on for not just myself, but for us as a whole. And I have told myself that consistency is key, right? And this is something that you guys have held me accountable to. Good morning, baby. Brianna is always at. This is something you guys have always held me accountable to, and this is something that I'm going to hold you all accountable to. Like being available to yourself, doing the things that you feel sit right with your aura, not waiting, not procrastinating, because as Aquarius, or to whoever is watching this, I know that you are a person who will put efforts into certain things and then you'll put a pause on them because you found something else that you want to, of course, gravitate your time to. Absolutely not. Today is March 6th. Okay, so if you're seeing this on the 6th or after this is for you, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull messages strictly from the universe. But I do want you to know that this season and this month specifically is about strategy, right? It's about strategizing your role before making impulsive decisions. Aquarius, we're so good at doing shit when we feel like it, how we want, when we want, and not giving a damn about what else is gonna happen, right? As long as we feel good in the process, baby, we're gonna move. And if you ain't moving when we move, you just gonna be sitting there. You know what I'm saying? But it's really, really good to acknowledge that sometimes you do have to take those smaller steps in order to receive bigger results. You're seeing this video because the universe wants you to know that you do deserve more. You should expect more. And if you're feeling uneasy, it's because more is in process, right? It's been difficult for some of you here. I mean, take what resonates, again, leave what does not for whoever the hell it does belong to. But I will tell you right now, it's been difficult. There's been a lot going on for someone. There's been a lot that I think you've had to emotionally control, and that's been a difficult process because you've been emotionally controlling things silently. But in many cases, silence is key. I have 16 of you in here, baby. I love when y'all come through early in the morning because early bird gets the worm. That's all I could say. Who do we have in here? Good morning. Heavy on emotion. Yes. It's normal for us during this time to be very emotional because we know what we expect of ourselves. To whoever is in here right now, you have very, very, very high expectations of yourself. I feel like there's been moments where you've put those expectations that you've set for yourself on pause because someone has come into your life or you've been involved with someone in your life who, you know, you want to feel the same gratitude. And even if this is a workspace, we talk about your workspace and your career all the time. We talk about you guys just wanting every aspect of your life to elevate thoroughly. And so we tend to forget how we have to set ourselves up first before receiving certain things in other areas. It's been a very emotional ride. And I will honestly say, I feel like many of you have woken up the past couple of days just feeling uneasy. It just feels like things are just out of place. And that's because it is. I'm not going to tell you it's not. things are at a place because you haven't fully wrapped your mind around how to control that aspect of emotion. You're allowing emotion to guide you instead of allowing your energy to lead. Now, thumbs up for the live, yes. Couple house announcements, because you guys, some of y'all be like, I'm always missing it. I am doing personal reads, okay? I'm back in the game with doing personal reads, and I'm very specific to, of course, willing in those that are destined for it. Now, here's what I will say. Retrograde is none of our friend. This retrograde. It ends on the 20th. It started on the 26th, okay? It started on the 26th of February. It ends on the 20th of March. This retrograde, I repeat, okay, is all about miscommunication. It's communication retrograde in Mercury. So it has everything to do with the disconnect in emails, text messages, just people not communicating effectively. Anything that has to do with verbalizing or getting a message across is going to be missed. So what the universe wants you to understand, okay? What your spirit guides are wanting you to understand is you're not supposed to react based off of the lack of miscommunication. What you're supposed to do, now that you have this information, is to acknowledge that it's very temporary energy. I had a reading. I'm gonna tell y'all now. I need to get with one of my girls. I've been having readings all week. And I'm talking about such miscommunication where I'm like, okay, boom, let me go ahead and send the Google Meets link. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Girl, I got a business line. I ain't playing no games. You ain't finna play with me. Because I know if you got the business line, then you going to be able to communicate with me thoroughly and effectively immediately. That email situation, baby, trying to ruin it all. So I do want you guys to just be mindful that if you're in a workspace or you're in a relationship and things just feel a little off, or you feel like, people that you're giving your attention to acting a little weird, baby, they don't know how to communicate because the communication is tampered with. Don't take anything personal. Okay? Hi. Wow. I know. And I can't stand people who can't communicate effectively either. But one thing I will say is when you are truly in tune with your spirituality, you'll understand that there's a lot of things that happen to redirect a lot of what is supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? So even though we want people to, verbalize how they feel or be on point with communication, tell us things on time and be on time, we technically don't have control over that because the universe will shift and alter things as needed, even when we don't understand what the hell is going on. A lot of times we're not supposed to understand. We're just supposed to allow the universe to lead us in a direction that is going to, of course, sometimes alter our need to pay attention to something else. So even though it's frustrating, it's annoying, it puts things, behind, and it just puts a damper on what we consider to be time, you're okay. The situation will be okay. Now, for those of you that are having a lack of communication with a partner, right? I feel like there have been many times that you've explained to this partner, okay, and we're going to get into the cards. Spirit is throwing it at me. Spirit is like, baby, you know what to do. I know. But for those of you that are going through a very odd situation verbally with your partner, I do feel like I just heard secrets, right? There's a lot of secrets that have been hidden from you in a relationship. Again, we're not going to put this on everybody, but for those of you, if you know, you know. Your intuition is going to speak to you, okay? I'm sure in somewhere in here, we're going to have moon energy come out when I start flipping these cards. Moon energy is all about your intuition and you being available to that, okay? So we're going to jump into it. I want to know more about just what Spirit has in line for you. It's so much going on. And I don't know why I was going to say chat. I guess this is the chat, huh? We in the chat this morning. But we're going to jump into it. Again, this is about strategy before impulsive decision making. This is about quietly putting in the efforts. You guys are going to hear that damn dog upstairs. He is running ragged, honey. This is about not speaking too soon. making yourself available to you before others. Okay, who do we have in here? I'm acknowledging everyone today. Again, if you're the divine house rules, I'm doing readings today, tomorrow, Sunday. When do y'all ever catch me doing a 3-day pull? Honey, hour readings 160. Okay, I have a slot for the morning, this morning. If you can catch me this morning, baby, catch me this morning. I don't know who it's for. The universe is just saying someone needs it. Someone needs the clarity. Someone's elevating fast. Someone got a lot of shit going on, but someone has to dive into their next chapter now. So if you want a reading this morning, make sure that you hit my inbox. Go to one of my descriptions on my videos. My Instagram is at @thekiaamore. My email is richgirltarot333@gmail.com. Either way, we're going to make it happen. The universe is not going to block us from getting together if it is divine. 160 for the hour. I do have $80 readings, which is for the 30 minutes. Get in where you fit in. I'm not here to tell you where you lie. The more time, the more clarity. Action does speak louder than words. Why does one turn to so-called spirituality? I love that fucking question, and I'm definitely going to answer that. Give me a second. Desperation for comfort and security. Which country do you live? Do you like for permanent living? Tell me. I'll get to that. Why does one turn to spirituality? I'm gonna tell you, I don't think people turn to spirituality. I think that spirituality is something you are destined to be intertwined with. I think that it lives in all of us. I think that when you put your mind to something and you unravel your thoughts and they become reality, you have just been in tune with the version of spirituality for you. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Who just sent that? Ronnie, thank you. Thank you so much. I had an argument with my mother. Why you delete the message? Write me. But I don't think that one really turns to spirituality. I think one is just awakened by spirituality. I think that because it lies within everyone, that you just have, again, sometimes that nudge on the shoulder or that whisper in your ear that says now is the time for you to put yourself ahead. Whoever intertwines with my videos, I always say you have this ability to be at your highest in that moment, because I have altered my energy in general. I will not intertwine with anything that is not on a vibrational frequency with what I have going on, which means that I'm just not interacting or pulling in anyone who is not vibrating at a level that requires elevation. But I think that spirituality is something that is given at the time that it's needed. It's acknowledged when needed. Everyone is already in their spiritual form. You just need to know how to activate it. So we'll get into that. But right now we have these messages from Spirit. I want to make sure that we can get things going. You guys have the Hermit coming through, and you guys do have 5 of Fire. Okay, baby. It's been so much, and this is Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus energy. Okay, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, we have Libra, we have Virgo, we have Scorpio, we have Pisces, Cancer. You could also be dealing with another Aquarius as well. I'm gonna tell you right now, if those are any of your, signs and or the person that you're dealing with or just people around you, please understand that retrograde is affecting our Sagittarius, our Geminis, our Taurus, okay? Aquarius in a slight form. The Hermit energy is all about you spending spiritual quiet time, okay? Spend time in a quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. I just kind of unfolded that by letting you guys know what it takes to be awakened by your spirituality or how to be intertwined with that. You make your reality. For those of you going through a tough time right now, you're going through a tough time to be redirected. You're going through a tough time because you're getting ready to experience something for the better. I can't stand going through unnecessary BS. I can't stand when I make a plan to have a good day, or I make a plan to get some things in motion, pay my bills on time, and then all of a sudden I'm redirected and some shit's pulled out my account. I gotta pay this instead of this. It's always somebody done got on my nerves after I done told myself they ain't gonna get on my nerves. Honey, It's always going to be something that shifts you in the time of a needed change. You are always going to be tested. Hermit energy is all about you getting out of your comfort zone, getting into a space where you can fully trust yourself. Because let's be real, if things aren't going as needed, it's because you don't trust yourself to make something else happen. You don't trust yourself enough in that moment to see something through. We ain't doing that no more. We ain't doing that no more. Okay, we have the five of fire. Competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. There are gonna be people who don't want you to succeed before them. I say that all the fucking time. There are gonna be people who don't wanna see you move ahead of them when in reality you've been ahead of them. When you're around certain people with insecurities, whether it's a relationship, a job, coworkers, whatever, when you're around people who are insecure, they will force you to feel as if you are lacking in areas that you have already succeeded in. Simple. I'm gonna tell you now, this retrograde is all about people from the past trying to rejoin your energy. People from the past trying to make an effort to be involved in something with you because they can feel the success arising sometimes before you. You're just living life, doing what you do, being you. Other people are like, oh my God. They see this aura around you and they gotta have it. They feel this energy within you, they need that. So at the same time of you focusing on self, you have to be aware of what is taking place for you. You're attractive as hell right now. Every single one of you in this video, you're so attractive. You've been attractive. I know good and goddamn well whoever is watching this video does not have a problem with truly manifesting what they want. If there was a person on your mind or someone that you liked or something that you wanted, at some point you were able to receive it, not acknowledging that you actually attracted this based off of a thought. March is the season for attracting. This is leading energy. Yes, we're in the year of the horse. If you know you're a Chinese sign, go ahead and put it in the comments. But this is, I mean, when I think of horse, I think of horsepower. I think of moving fast. I think of things coming in fast. I think of major stability and, I mean, strength is what I think of when I think about a horse. I don't know, Mustang, honey, fast and fucking furious. Okay? You're getting everything that you want this season. You're getting out of this funk. You're getting out of this space of trauma. I think a lot of you grew up with this trauma built in, right? I think that a lot of things were placed on you very, very young. And so you've been trying to adapt to how to maneuver through that energy. Let's go ahead and see how many scrappy tats you earn. The fuck are you talking about? Hey girl, can you pick me up? Who else do I have in here as a... I think I need a third... a third person to monitor lives. A third person to monitor lives. We'll go ahead, we're gonna choose that. So, because, you know, the universe just don't play about me. And when I say things, sometimes I be thinking y'all just be thinking I'm playing, right? We have two things that I just uncovered for you. And if you were paying attention, then you'll know, okay? We have awakening and we have strength. Awakening and strength. Strength and awakening. These two things go together real bad. Okay? Real bad. This is gonna be your entire year. Okay, Aquarius? You are literally elevating at such a fast pace that it does become scary. It also becomes nerve-wracking when you have to pause for just a temporary moment in order to, pivot so quickly. The Strength card is Archangel Ariel. You also have Archangel Gabriel, right? These two angels are about no longer looking back or holding on to the past, but no longer allowing the past to define you. Okay, no longer allowing someone's words to move you, no longer allowing people that only want you to grow when they want you to grow to be your destiny. Okay, we have strength, great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. Someone did you dirty. There's plenty of people who have done you dirty over time. There are plenty of people who don't understand what the fuck it is when it comes to, you know, things you want, things you feel, things you need. There's so many people who just aren't going to get it. Forgive and move on. Don't forget, because I don't forget a damn thing. But you find strength when allowing yourself to release the pain that people have placed on you, again, based off of their insecurities or lack of maturity. Doesn't matter what space you're in. You could literally walk through the door and feel the hate because of your aura. Doesn't matter where you're at. Gas station, the mall, the park, at a game, honey. Doesn't matter. In your car, the car next to you can feel your, you know what I mean? You are that powerful in your space. We have the awakening. And again, I don't know if you guys can see this, but we go from 11 to 12, elevation growth at a higher pace, okay? This is, look at things from a different perspective, a temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. The universe is like, look, you've had some challenges, and you're going to continue to face quite a few challenges. But the point is for you to understand that as long as you believe in yourself and as long as you understand what you're capable of, some of you don't understand what you're capable of. Some of you don't understand just how powerful you are. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to get you to understand there's so many things that are getting ready to continue to unfold. You have no choice but to pay attention to this new version of yourself. Ask and you shall receive. They messed up. No one really understood your process. No one really understood. You know, I'm hearing someone played the game. They didn't succeed. They lost. Move on. If you're seeing this video, this is strictly about you controlling your emotions, allowing yourself to understand where you've been and where you're going. Where you are right now is the transition between those two fields. You're going to be okay. I know it feels lonely for a lot of you right now. I feel like a lot of you have been in this space of really trying to figure out, okay, who can I trust? Do I even want to open up to new energy? You know what I mean? Like, we do become the hermit and we do become fixated on just kind of sheltering ourselves, because when we open up to people, we open up, right? There's no hiding who we are. We're very straightforward. But the problem isn't you. The problem is people don't necessarily understand that you are truly being honest about who you are. They don't understand that shit. People tend to think you just be talking sometimes. People tend to think, you know, you like, and it's crazy when they find out that you are really who you say you are, they're fucking distraught. They're like, oh my God, Aquarius was not joking. Aquarius was so serious about everything that they've said. Absolutely. And the crazy thing about it is you don't have to put in too much work. This season is about you being effortlessly in charge. Continue to be you unapologetically, okay? Where we at? Thank you, Nicole. Hi, boo. Hi, Vanessa. Is it Vanessa? So here's what I'm going to say. I am going to be doing a pre-read, or not a pre-read. What am I talking about? I'm going to be uploading an actual read. And that actual read is going to uncover quite a few different areas, generally speaking. Again, for those of you who are going through a tough time, I lift that tough time off of you. There are a lot of you going through the shadow work right now, or the shadow phase, and you don't really understand it. You don't really realize it. So it's going to put you in position to have to really focus on, aligning yourself with that little version of you. I think a lot of you are carrying so much inner trauma. It's a lot of just, I mean, the stability that was never involved in certain relationships, your lack of trust is kind of filtering through for me. I feel like, you don't trust people, you don't trust anything right now. Is kind of where I'm going with it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of you are in this space of what the fuck is next. I want to be able to clarify that for you. And I want to be able to, of course, get you aligned with what is to happen. I know that the universe woke me up today and was like, Kia, they don't even know what they're getting ready to be attached to. They have no idea what is coming in based off of, those nights where a lot of you cried. I think, it's a lot of emotion where a lot of you, really didn't understand why things were going the way that they were going, or why things are going the way that they're going. A lot of you feeling like things are just, not happening properly, when in reality, the transition isn't up to you. We do have 4 of water. Again, this is all about emotional disconnect or emotional recharge. We have the 4 of water and the 9 of water, okay? The 9 of water, you wish, your wish comes true. I can't wait to see what comes out in the actual pre-read. Concerns fade away, a love of life. I love that. And then we do have missing an opportunity, discontentment, or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities. I, again, will never make this shit up. If we look, this is all Aquarius energy. Aquarius, you have to understand that even though you're an air sign and you're a fixed sign, you're a water barrier, right? So as a water barrier, we carry a lot of emotion anyway. We carry our own, we carry the neighbors, we carry our friends, we carry the relationship. We are the person to absolutely automatically resolve situations that are difficult for others. I don't even know how the fuck to put it. Either way, being a water barrier, water is probably the most craziest force on this earth. For us to be able to bear that energy, that is the reason why people don't feel like anything phases you. People don't feel like shit phases you because you come off being naturally strong and available to handle difficult situations. They don't realize as you are handling these difficult situations, you are literally fucking crumbling inside. The shit is heavy. I'd be like, okay, universe, thank you. All I could say sometimes in the space of being overwhelmed and overstimulated is thank you, because I'm honored and very, very honored to know that you trust me with so damn much. You trust me with so damn much, okay? My anxiety has been high lately, and I've been waking up between 3 and 4 a.m. Yikes. I have been getting up at like 2:45 and like 4:15. Like, the 15-minute gap in between those common hours is crazy. But if you're getting up between those times, that is a time for you to acknowledge spirit, and that is a time that spirit is asking you to connect with yourself. Typically, those that wake up at that time, you should be asking for something specific. You should be recharging. To be woken up in the middle of your sleep at that time, you're waking up before the sun, right? You're waking up sometimes with the sun. This is literally you being redirected to, of course, acknowledge strength in processing, again, strategy. There are people who are so lazy right now. They have no motivation at all. Your motivation is stemming from the fact that you are so emotional. You can't sit in that emotion. You need something to fucking happen. Otherwise, you're going crazy. Acknowledge what you need and what you want in that moment. Okay? Queen of Air. But keep talking to me. And then we have the Chariot. I think I'm done because I'm ready to do this other read. I just had to go live because I never really sit with you guys on a live. The Chariot energy, I always say this is Cancer energy. Again, this is a lot of emotion. This is This is just you aligning with so much abundance that all of your financial worries, I mean, fade in the blink of an eye. As fast as you can say money, say it fast. Put money in the comments, actually. If you've made it to this or you're here with me, put money in the comments, because I feel like if we put money in the comments, we're activating exactly what we need. There's people taking trips. You got a lot of things coming in right now that do require stability in that space. Financial stability specifically is a major importance for Aquarius right now, because we got shit to do. But the Chariot is all about an important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. You're exciting to the world right now. You're exciting to your community right now. If you are a person who is in transition with jobs, you just have to quit your job, you feel like you want to quit your job, there is a new opportunity that is getting ready to take place where you are, of course, attracting more that is going to be stable for your life. Now, put money in the comments, drop a bag, drop a dollar, drop a sign, drop a word. I don't give a damn. Drop it. You're so welcome. Declutter, my Aquarius. Please declutter your car, that closet, that hall closet for some of you, wicked, okay? Your front door, clear it. No shoes, no boxes, no bags. Nothing needs to be in front of that front door. And I'm talking about today is the day that you cleanse and you allow a different flow of energy. Open up those windows. It's snowing right now. It's snowing out here. Baby, I'm about to open these windows in sage. You know why? Because there needs to be a different flow. There needs to be fresh air. You're an air sign. You need something fresh. You need a new start, okay? Speaking of, I want to know what comes out. We have create at the bottom of the deck, leading energy, but I am just curious to know. Thank you. Give yourself more time to connect with self. One of the best feelings you can experience is giving to others. When we do so, we feel lifted. We feel lifted up and our lives improve greatly because of someone else's happiness. Think of one way you can give to another today. I will honestly say, you know what I mean? This isn't about you handing money to the person at the light or on the corner or just giving your last dollar to to someone who asked for it as you're walking into the store. This is about saying something nice to someone who gives you a good vibe, right? This is about exchanging your actual energy with someone who needs it. Now, I think the universe is saying, try this. If you've been in a funk, go outside and say something nice to someone and just see what their reaction is. Sometimes I do that shit. Might sound crazy, but I'll walk in and I'll just be like, you know what? I had a fucked up day today. Let me not be rude to people. Hey. And sometimes their response makes me feel better. Reassess the situation, reassess your energy, okay? Do not align BS with BS, okay? What's the last message that we need for our Aquarius? Thank you. Yikes. Align. I know it's probably backwards for y'all, but align. Aquarius, the universe is not playing with you today, tomorrow, this year, next year. For the next decade, you have a lot to uncover. A lot of you, I mean, there's a lot of losses to, prep for, but there's also a lot to gain in the midst of you losing out on certain things. I don't want you to feel I don't want you to feel discombobulated by this change. I want you to truly acknowledge that this video is truly to encourage you to understand that you're going through something right now that is going to be changed. You're going through something right now that is going to change your life for, a very long time. You are destined for something greater. You are destined for much more, and that you will receive. When you intertwine with my videos, I kid you not, I love when I get to meet you guys and you guys are like, you've helped me through this process. Your video, it's not necessarily just me, right? This is just, again, you aligning and having that awakening where you strengthen yourself and your spirituality to understand I'm in full control of everything that is and isn't going right now in my life. Everything that is an issue for you, I uplift. I truly, truly do. This video is to really get you to understand that you asked to be aligned with this energy. I'm only going to give you what you need. So I truly cannot wait to see who really takes that next step in aligning with themselves, coming forth as the divine spirit, taking time to really elevate yourself and acknowledge your elevation and acknowledge the fact that you were just outgrowing people, situations, things. You're outgrowing a certain life and you're entering your destined path. Okay? I have the letters STRVD, K, N. We have L and O, okay? If I didn't call you the letter, it's okay. But those letters are very specific to what is just on my card now. I can't wait to see who the universe aligns with me. Again, I have a slot this morning for an hour read, and I have a slot this afternoon for an hour read. I have a slot tomorrow morning, as well as, baby, I have 2 slots every day, 2, 4, 6. I have 6-hour read slots available for the weekend. I have never, ever felt so good about being available, because Spirit is telling me, baby, if you don't get these reads done, you just ain't doing what I'm asking you to do. I'm trying to obey, and I'm trying to be disciplined. So I'm available to you guys. Make sure that if you are, hi, Monica. I love you too. Y'all just make me feel so good. We love you. Messages always come out clear, provided insight. And I'm so excited to get you guys this other read. Again, if you want to book. We ain't gonna procrastinate. We ain't gonna play with the time. We ain't gonna play with the energy. Spirit knows exactly who's ready to move forward and who's ready, of course, to elevate. And that's not up to me. I'm just here to do what I'm supposed to do. But I'm always so excited to meet with you guys. Before I let you go, I do want to let you guys know I'm getting active on my vlog channel. And I am just unfolding emotions and all of that Aquarius shit on my channel. It's getting a little scary for me too. But if you're not following my channel, if you're here, you're already family, cousin, sister, brother, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all uncles and aunties. I think I'm in that category now too, because I'm in the 30 club. But I'm sharing all of my life with you. Effectively. So I want you guys to go and follow my vlog channel. It would mean so much to me, just because that is where I'm unfolding a lot of just things that are personal to me, but it's just like my diary. And I feel really comfortable when I'm able to speak to you guys anyway. And I just feel like we fucking vibe and we connect. So why not go over there and support over there too? Because that's just what the fuck we do. We support each other because we all we got. You know what I'm saying? But that vlog channel is Kia Amore. It is in my description box as well. I don't know, somebody could probably put it in here. But I do want to see you guys over there as well. My pregnant ass be out of breath just sitting here. Yeah, you know what I mean? But I'm so excited for all of the things that we have to unfold together. And I just can't wait to see who else is attached to our community and our elevating energy. And I'm just so proud of you guys. I really am. So Spirit really wanted me to do this message, babe, because when I tell you I was tired getting the boogers out of my eye and everything, I was like, you want me to do this now? Let me not question you. I'm going. So you got this. You got this. You got this. Where can you find it? Nice. I will play, it's in my other videos in the description box. So if you go to a different video, you'll see the link. When this is up and live, I will also post my vlog link as well. But like I said, it's Kia space Amore. So that's KIA space AMOR. You're gonna see my face. You're gonna know it's me. Become a part of the family. We just got a lot to do. You're so welcome. I love you all though, genuinely. I'm gonna let you guys go off of this live, baby. We've been on here for 40 minutes. Okay, y'all done spent damn near an hour of y'all's time with me. Y'all love me for real, and I love y'all too. I'm going to get this other video up and running for you guys because again, we're elaborating. Let me know who the divine is. Book your readings through my email, through my Instagram. I'm available today. We're not skipping out on any reads this weekend. Not one. I'll see you guys in the next one.